Hi, this is Kate, and we're solving linear systems word problems. You have 22 dimes and nickels in your pocket that total $1.30. How many of each type of coin do you have? Well, we could try to guess. We have 22 coins, so perhaps we have 20 dimes and 2 nickels. The dimes are worth 10 cents each, and the nickels are worth 5 cents each. So the dimes are worth $2 and the nickels are worth 10 cents. So from our first guess, we found 22 coins that are worth $2.10. So we have too many dimes and not enough nickels. So let's change our guess. Perhaps we have 10 dimes and 12 nickels. How much would these coins be worth altogether? These 22 coins are worth $1.60. The 10 dimes are worth 10 cents each. The 12 nickels are worth 5 cents each. So altogether they're worth $1.60. We can take a shortcut to all this guessing by writing and solving two equations. We're going to do it with algebra, define our variables, write down the given information, write and solve two equations, and then write down the answer. We'll define our variables based on what the question is asking us to find. How many of each type of coin do you have? It's asking us to find how many dimes and how many nickels are in our pocket. So we'll use D to represent how many dimes and N to represent how many nickels. It's very helpful to organize the information in a table. Our two variables represent nickels and dimes. We also have information about the totals of those two. Also, the problem gives us two different kinds of information: how many coins we have and how much money they're worth. In the top row of our table, we'll write an equation that is true about the numbers of dimes and nickels. So read each choice carefully. Which equation represents the number of dimes and nickels in your pocket? There are 22 coins altogether, so the number of nickels and the number of dimes add up to 22. We'll place this in the top row of our table. The other kind of information we have refers to the dollar value of the coins. Read each equation carefully and choose which one is true about the value of the dimes and nickels. It would be just as correct to use either choice B or choice C. Choice B is working in cents. Nickels are worth 5 cents, dimes are worth 10 cents, and altogether we have 130 cents. Choice C is working in dollars. Nickels are worth 5/100ths of a dollar, dimes are worth 1/10 of a dollar, and altogether they add up to $1.30. We're going to use the first option just to avoid all those decimals, but it really doesn't matter. You could have used the other one. So now we're ready to write and solve the system of two equations. Use your favorite technique for solving a system of equations and choose the solution. The numbers that solve this system are 18 nickels and 4 dimes. In order to do this, I'm going to use elimination, which means I need to make one of the coefficients match the other equation. So I'm going to multiply this first blue equation by -5. When we multiply through, we can write -5n minus 5d equals -110. That's 22 times -5. And then we'll just copy the red equation underneath. Now when we add both sides, that n is going to go away because -5n and +5n add up to 0 n's. If we add the -5d and the +10d, we get +5d, and adding up the -110 and the +130, we get 20. Now this is a very simple equation. To finish up, we'll just divide both sides by 5, and we can tell there will be 4 dimes in our solution. Since n and d had to add up to 22, there must also be 18 nickels in the solution, because 4 plus 18 is 22. So to recap, we defined our variables based on what the question was asking us to find. We organized the two different types of information in a table. We wrote and solved two equations for the two unknowns, and then we wrote our answer. Here's a new problem. You're selling tickets at the entrance to the basketball game. For every student that attends the basketball game, you charge them $1. $1 please, for every student. For every adult who attends the basketball game, you charge them $3. $3 for every adult. At the end of the night, you have sold 292 tickets and collected $470. Then in walks your principal, who wants to know how many students attended the game and how many adults. You weren't keeping track of how many of each type of ticket you sold, but you can use the information you have to figure it out. So, you're trying to figure out how many of each type of ticket you sold. How should we define our variables? Read carefully and make the best choice. We don't want to find how much each type of ticket cost. We already know that. We want to find how many of each type of ticket we sold. If you organize the two types of information in a table, which table would be correct? Read them carefully and make the best choice. Our numbers of tickets should add up to 292, and the dollar value should add up to 470. To find the dollar value, we'll have to multiply the number of adult tickets by 3. The table we organized leads directly to the two equations to solve. A plus t is 292, and 3a plus t is 470. Use your favorite method to solve the system of equations. The solution to this system happens when a is 89 and t is 203. Instead of elimination this time, I'm going to use substitution. Since a plus t is 292, to get the t by itself, I'm going to subtract a from both sides. So t is equivalent to 292 minus a. My other equation is 3a plus t is 470. So I'm going to replace the t in the other equation with 292 minus a. Now it's a matter of combining like terms. 3a minus a is 2a, subtracting 292 from both sides, and then dividing by 2. We know we sold 89 adult tickets. Since the adult and student tickets must add up to 292, we know that we sold 203 student tickets. This is what the problem was asking us to find, so we're all done. This is Kate, and we've been solving linear systems word problems.